Wow! Race to be precise. He had worked in the Alfa Romeo team alongside la prima delle Pegaso che vedremo oggi, la supercar spagnola degli anni 50, una vettura voluta dal governo spagnolo nei primi anni 50, la Ferrari spagnola la chiamavano, e questa vettura è un esemplare unico costruita per il Salone di New York del 53. You won't be surprised to know that it graced the cover of popular, I'm not sure they actually exist, but if ever a car was made for a Concours d'Elegance, that is it. Young Nick from Belgium, good afternoon and welcome to Villa d'Este. If you'd like to switch off the engine, thank you. Bring it on to the mosaic, Jaime. Villa d'Este awaits you. That is perfect. Thank you very much indeed. Now, we talked earlier about the days when a motor car could be ordered like a bespoke suit. This is a car from those. Prince Leopold had some of the fastest Bugatti. Continued commissioning one-off Ferraris right into the very late factory. And I have to say, overachieving family. Jaime Muldoon, a successful Mexican businessman. Great to see you here again this year, and I know that... Similar vintage and one of a kind. It's Bill Pope's 1957 Jaguar XK140 by Zagato. Thank you very much, Winston. So, overriders on the bumpers, a rather American touch for a European car. You can see you've got the whole family. Discovered in a Florida lockup in the 1990s, can you believe it? And restored by Scott Goodyear, a well-known American jeweler. Elena Maggiore and her daughter. It's the family of Corrado Lopresto with the Oscar 1600 GT that sold their company to the also the road, as you can tell from the elegant, large greenhouse design. Was one of the most noble Italian coach builders of the La famiglia Lopresto. A little bit further, that is perfect. Thank you very much indeed. Tutti gentlemen, la velocità incontra lo stile del dopoguerra e siamo in una nuova classe.
Attorno al 1950, utilizzando il telaio del A6 1500 prototipo, che era stato usato durante la guerra per fare le prove del motore. È una carrozzeria che poi Zagato ha utilizzato anche su altre telai come Ferrari, Lancia, Fiat.
It's perhaps true that beauty is indeed in the eye of the beholder, but it's certainly Jean de Bien. And in the passenger seat we have none other than Lapo Elkann, the grandson of Gianni Agnelli. Welcome to both of you. Welcome. Ciao Lapo, good to see you. Bene, tu? You can switch it off if you like, Clive. Now, there's so much to say about this car on of course, as the scion to the heir to the Fiat motoring empire, he was the wealthiest man in this country. Italy's leading automotive dynasties buying the product of another manufacturer didn't sit very well with some people in the company. In fact, and he wasn't allowed to order it in his own name or ever to appear with it in photographs. But despite that, Agnelli kept this car for a number of years. It was ordered in his own personal colors. A motor car, very much a racing car for the road, if you will, in the early 1950s. Afterwards, the car found its way from the ownership of Agnelli and the Suatels family's ownership for no fewer than 47 years in the passenger seat. So thank you, Clive. Thank you, Lapo. What an appropriate car to have here at Villa d'Este. Avandero. Benvenuto Guido, prego. Sul mosaico di Villa d'Este, perfetto. Ecco. Spegniamo il motore. Like in the 2-liter class. Very successful cars in GT racing. 55, portata qui a Villa d'Este oggi da un altro grande intenditore, Guido Avandero. Yandere. Just 87 Pegasus were ever made, so it remains a... I'm going to say Jim and Nancy Utaski, but it doesn't look like Nancy in the passenger seat, but it is Jim driving. Good afternoon, Jim, and welcome. The mosaic awaits you. Thank you very much indeed. Now this really is... If you'd like to switch it off, please go ahead. The coach builder we talked about, and Andrea Zagato and his wife Marella are here today with us, as often is the case. Hondo find, but this is the real deal. Perfect. Elkann Brothers from Finland has brought us in Finland for no fewer than 41 years until Elkann Brothers, who's a leading light in the Finnish run, and the Finnish gentleman, he was a doctor in fact, who bought this car in the early 1960s, appropriately enough. If you want to see patina, take a closer look. Here's a man who doesn't do patina. You've just seen completely unrestored. That's perfect. That really is perfect. By all means, switch it off, Nigel. The exhaust pipes are indeed clean. And very orange. Yep, you can go. Thank you. Get a look at that interior as this car parades. And this is the car that makes its world premiere, the Cisitalia. Good afternoon, Leo Schlegel from the USA with the 1952 Cisitalia 202 SCGS Sportiva. What's the rest? Trasformazioni Italia. Thank you, Stefano. Cisitalia. Cisitalia 202 Spider, Leo Schlegel. Coincidence that it bears the same name as a famous jet plane, but there's no mistaking the influence for the style of this car. It's the jet age through and through, and it's Oren Smith from the USA that's brought the car to share with us today. If you'd like to switch it off, by all means, please do, whilst we say a design to the radiator, but also these tiny little quarter bumpers. Oren Smith con la Lancia Aurelia B52, la fuoriserie. So Z102 driven by Fritz and Birgit Kaiser from Liechtenstein. Good afternoon, Fritz. Good afternoon, Birgit. Wow. That is spectacular, but I'd expect nothing else from Pegasus today, and it's the aura to the car, suggesting the power and performance, and in this very exuberant colour scheme that could only be a creation, the darling of the Concorso Eleganza set of the 1950s.